Backwoods came out with something new. Are they worth the hype? Let's check it out together. Come on.
The next bitch bet against me, fuck up your parlay. These niggas know I'm the biggest investment.
Welcome back to another episode of whatever I'm calling the show. I'm just playing. Welcome back. Today I have a new rap for you. This is something that was recommended to me last time I stopped by a gas station. As you can see, I was wearing my little popular I love female orgasm shirt. That's a conversation for another day. Anyway, I've already really kind of explained how to roll in the process in my previous videos, but if you need a little rundown, I am here. The first thing I do is I inspect any wrap or leaf or whatever I'm using for cracks. I make sure it's moisturized enough. I make sure that it's actually durable enough for any process you're going to put it through. And after you roll it, to make sure that if you were to put it out or something, that you could come back to it and it wouldn't completely disintegrate. So I do that. Sometimes I have to cut any excess vines. Sometimes I have to mold it into a different shape. It's all depending on how it looks. But for this pack, I actually really like the consistency. All of them did look basically like this. I didn't take them out the pack to show you, but they all kind of look the same length, the same shape. Two of them just didn't have as deep vines as this one that I'm using, but not heavy, not too papery, not even too hempy. I feel like a lot of wraps these days are very hemp in the sense of they kind of lean on paper. You know what I mean? I hope you do. Anyway, so all I'm doing is slowly breaking down. I'm adding different components. I am, outside of this video, testing out a smoker's mix of natural herbs to either add to your mixture or to smoke alone or to make it to a tea. You know, it's all versatility over here. So adding a couple of drops of wax. I do not add a lot at all. I am not that person that wants to be that messed up enough to do it. So while I'm still preparing in this video, I can talk about the after effects while we're rolling up, because I didn't have a lot of footage of me actually partaking with it. So I do like the basic little format they have. Don't get me wrong, this is still a tobacco based wrap. It is not tobacco free. However, it is not as heavy nor close to being as heavy as regular backwoods or a lot of other leaf wraps. I think this one is kind of cut double time. Anyway, after I rolled everything up, it took a little bit just because the walls were, I wouldn't say they were too dry, but I definitely was trying not to poke any holes with my nails. Once I finally got it done and got everything together and I dried it out and started to test it out, the only thing that I really did not like was the sense of, like, I can kind of feel the plastic pulling. Whatever they use to cut it, I can feel it when you pull. Now, I don't stuff mine as much as everybody else, but when other people stuff them as heavily, I guess you don't really feel that or smell it or taste it in the pool. But when you have only about a half a gram to a gram, you kind of taste it more. So that's about the only thing I really didn't like. Now, other wraps and other products also have this problem. It's just a me thing. I'm pretty sensitive to it. But that's literally the only thing I didn't like. I should have added just a little bit more moisture. But once everything was rolled together and I got outside to test it out, it was pretty cool. It wasn't dragging too hard. It didn't seem too pollutant. Is that the word I'm trying to use? It didn't seem like it had too many pollutants when I was dragging. The after effects, it didn't leave me feeling like I was heavy. You know, there's a feeling that comes with tobacco and it leaves you pretty heavy. This one did not. And it was sustainable. It was an experience that I can still focus. I can still get some things done. If you want to turn your mind and tune it to relaxing, it is good for that too. Like, it's really not that bad. I really want to try this again with my herbal mixture, just to see all of the different tastes and how it collects. I do a durability test with everything. It might not look pretty when you roll it up, but my durability test is if you can actually enjoy the whole thing without breaking it in half or coming back to it later. And it held up pretty nicely, so I'm really eager to see that. What else? I think a lot of the experience is coming from trying to find alternatives to really heavy tobacco products. Now, I've only really reviewed products that have tobacco in them on camera, but I have tried out many different hemp wraps and many different rolling papers and stuff like that, and I'm just really not a fan of the paper-y feeling, the feeling that you get when you're smoking paper. Okay, I can't be one of the only kids that when I was a kid, that was all around us, kids that were doing this. They were rolling up literal paper and smoking it. I only maybe took a couple puffs out of everybody else who now probably take close to like cigarettes or something. But I remember how that feels, and it's not a nice feeling. And when I feel it when I have wraps, it just takes me out of it. So anyway, here's a comparison to other things I've rolled, and here's a video of lighting it. It lights pretty evenly. I did not have to rush through it. It was pretty even smoke. And when it was time to put it out, it went out, no issues. See, there I go. And it was pretty cool. It dragged nice. So let's take a look at my smoker's bag. This is something that I started a long time ago because obviously it's hard to organize everything. I have had like 50 to 100 lighters, so bear with me. Anyway, these are some things that I just keep on hand in case. So I always have my storage containers. I always have a scale. I always have my grinder. Now everything else, including rolling papers, and then we got like my old package containers that I keep just in case. And for anyone wondering where I got this bag, I actually got this from Cookies in a shop in Denver. It was a dispensary. It does have a lock on it. Nobody can get inside once I lock it. It is great, actually. I've had it for a few years. I love it. I've also had my fair share of pens, including vapes and all types of herbal pens and all different things of tools. I'm always open for new ones, so if you have some, drop some in my comments, and I'll see you later. Thank you for watching.